Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Tulu Fellow. So, like I promised in the last video where I did Tiamo's birth story, today I'm going to do Thato's birth story. Thato is my second born child. She is a girl. She's just a girl. She's just a girl. She is currently 3 years, 4 months. 3 years and 4 months old. She's turning 4 in December. And unlike Tiamo, Thato was Thato was a planned baby, right? So Thato was a planned baby. My husband at the time was Thato's father at the time was, if he's 32 now, he was how old? 29. He was 29 going to 30. I was 26. I was 26, yes. And then he had said that he doesn't want any more kids after 30. I was really on a, like, more kids for what? Like, guys, Tiamo's birth was traumatic, and me conceiving at that age was traumatic for me. So I was like, another baby? Another baby for what? But anyway, I was like, okay, you don't want any more kids after 30? Cool. I wanted a baby girl, right? So that's what I prayed for. I prayed for a little baby girl, a little mini me, a little Tweety, and that is exactly what we had. That is exactly what God delivered to us. A beautiful mini us. But who's a female this time around, right? So Thato being conceived was actually very easy, because I was on the pill at the time. This is 2019. I was on the pill at the time, and then I just got off the pill. After getting off the pill, I think I got pregnant after 6 months, right? I think I got pregnant after 6 months. What happened? Yeah, I got pregnant after 6 months, just being off the pill. It didn't take much. It didn't take a lot. You just do what you need to do in order to fall pregnant, right? So we didn't need much intervention. I just got off the pill, and then 6 months later I was pregnant. However, when we conceived the child, it was when COVID was, starting. So I got pregnant. For her to come in December, then it means I conceived when? Feb, March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. Yeah, I got pregnant in Feb, right? La hopola mas lockdown ithumile end of Feb into March. So when I conceived, I told him, we were trying to, like, almost like stop, to say no, let's stop trying to conceive, or COVID, things are going to be unstable, we don't know what life is going to bring for us, so let's stop trying for a baby. We'll try again once, yeah. Where many plans are made by men, but God's plan always prevails. So when he says that, I was like, the pregnancy test is already positive, and this is his favorite saying. He loves saying, and that is exactly what we did. Fine, found out we're pregnant. Sorry. Sorry, you had other ideas. it's kind of late. It's too late. It's too late. We've already, you know, conceived a baby. Fine. We go through that. And then we go into hard lockdown. We're home all the time. He's home all the time. I'm working from home. And then they got, like, because he works in a very, in like, it wasn't considered, what did they call them, those people that were working and it was necessary for them to work. Yeah, it wasn't that, right? He did not have to work in that in that, I'm looking for the word and I can't find it. His industry at the time was one of the industries that were put on hold because they were not required, their services were not required for people's survival, I guess, you know. So they were like, okay, we're gonna close this one, we're gonna close here, we will keep talking about when we will reopen and you guys may come back to work. So he was home all the time. I was working in the house also. We were working from home at the time. As a result, I gained a lot of weight, like a lot, which is different from Tiamo's pregnancy because I was going to school every day. I would walk at least, you know, I don't know how many steps, but I would walk for majority of the day. That time I wasn't going anywhere, always in the house, eating whatever I want, you know, had some extra money because I wasn't paying for petrol, so that money would go to me buying whatever it is that I wanted to eat and drink at the time. So I gained a lot of weight during this pregnancy. I think I was the biggest I've ever been with Thato. If I find the pictures, I'll add them. I was huge. Hey bro, I was the biggest I've ever been in my life when I was pregnant with Thato and after I gave birth to Thato. Okay, so once we conceived, and the pregnancy was very good. So when I conceived Tiamo, the gynae told me that I'm a negative blood type O, right? Negative O blood type, and is that I can only receive blood from blood type O as well, right? And that also means that anybody, any other blood type, A, B, and O positive, can use my blood, right? They can use my blood, but I cannot use other people's blood, the other groups. I can't. My blood and your blood will kill me. But my blood can save you. Your blood will kill me, but mine will save you. So yes. So then we had to do a thingy to say, okay, so that was not a problem for the first child. However, for the second child, it would have, was it a problem? I think it actually was a problem. Let's see. They tested my blood and they said your blood type is a negative O blood, which means that if your baby's blood type is anything other than that, or it's any of the positive blood types, that your body might fight the fetus. So we just hope and pray that there isn't a time during this process where the child's blood somehow mixes with your blood, because your body's gonna fight against that, and it may, you know, the baby. So that was a prayer point to say, you know what, let's make sure that we don't get into any accident that may cause that sort of a problem for me. And that is why I didn't exercise during pregnancy. I really would have loved to, but when I asked my daughter, I was like, can I, like, you know, because I'm home all the time, just to have, also maybe I considered having another natural birth, because it wasn't big, right? She wasn't big. If I can maybe try our birth naturally. So I was like, let me, you know, loosen up my muscles a bit, maybe this one I can birth her naturally. And then he was like, no, I don't recommend that you exercise because of the blood thing. We don't want any complications. This may cause you to lose the baby if madia high, and then your body's gonna fight, your immune system is gonna fight against the fetus. Fine, okay, sharp. I don't exercise. I do nothing during my 9-month pregnancy with Thato. The most I did was walk here and there, right? It was walk here and there. So yeah, that was one thing that was a bit different from my pregnancy with Tiamo, was that I had to be careful with that. Fine. So now I'm pregnant with Thato, no complications, a very beautiful pregnancy. I'm home all the time. I didn't tell, my friends, only my close family, well, let me say only my immediate family knew. I told all my friends later, because it was it was just, I don't know actually why I didn't. I told them once I knew it's a girl. Also, essentially for my second baby, I wanted to host a baby shower myself. I wanted it to be beautiful. I wanted to plan it myself. It must be beautiful to the T. And then Corona came, and then our finances went downhill. And then also I was like, even if I plan it, they're not gonna be able to come. I'm gonna go drive a baby shower, which is very, very cute. And then I told my friends I was pregnant. I think I was around 6-7 months. I think 6-7 months. I don't remember when exactly I told them. I told them I was pregnant, and everybody was happy. Or maybe I was 5 months. I don't know. Everybody was so happy and excited. I told them it's a girl. I sent them a video of the ultrasound on the day, and when the doctor confirmed that it's a girl, that's what I sent to them. I was very happy because I wanted a girl, right? I was very happy, and my friends planned me baby showers. My friends planned me baby showers. My best friend planned me one herself, and then my other friends planned me one themselves. So I had 2 baby showers. One was a getaway baby shower. They booked an Airbnb, got me a dress, the works. We slept over, we had jiva. Oh, it was beautiful. I have those videos. I will try and link everything on this video. I don't know if I'll be able to, but I'll try to do that. I think that'll be very wholesome. And then my friend did for me a beautiful garden baby shower with my family, and some distant friends that I got reunited with on that day, and some colleagues as well. They were absolutely beautiful. Everything was so beautiful. I couldn't believe it because I was like, guys, Johnny, in this corona, you guys went out of your way. Ka restrictions tse kana, go di restrictions, ga gona madi. It's dangerous to be out with people, and you guys saw it fit to do that for me. I cried 40 days and 40 nights. I was so grateful that they did that for me. It was an absolutely beautiful, beautiful experience. Now we're gonna go into what happened on the day when I gave birth to Thato. Thato girl was a scheduled C-section. Thato girl was a scheduled C-section. Her C-section was scheduled for the 31st of December. Happy. I'm not like breastfeed. That was the plan. 31st of December 2020. Thato was to be delivered via C-section. Okay, fine. 10 days earlier, I don't know if I ate something, I don't know if I drank something, but boy, mala, for the whole day, the hele dag. Have you ever? You're pregnant, you are 9 months pregnant, I was like, no, connector off, like this is not okay. So that happened for the whole day. I thought I'd feel better the next day, but I didn't. Ne? I was so weak, like nothing would stay down. So I say to Thato's dad, hey, let's just go to the hospital for them to give me something, because it can't be healthy for full 24 hours. Like that's, it can't be healthy for the baby. Fine, we go. When we get there, bank into those machines to check my blood pressure. They check the baby's heartbeat. How's the baby doing? Is the baby fine? And me, I don't know what could have caused it. You know, they ask me, you know, what's wrong? I don't know. I'm very weak and my tummy is painful, and I've been throwing up and had a runny tummy for like the whole day yesterday and today. Fine. Then they put me under the machines. They monitor the baby. They're like, okay, your baby's not happy. The baby's not happy. It's sort of flatlining, and we need her to, you know, to be a happy baby. But she's not a happy baby, meaning like the baby was not as active as she should be. I think she was just as worn out as I was. So they were like, you know what, the baby is old enough. We can, like, you're just 10 days away from your scheduled C-section. So we'll monitor you for like a couple of hours. But it looks like you're gonna have to deliver the baby today. Fine. Now go king corona unida to do the test for everything. If they're gonna admit you, they need to test you if you have corona. For Thato's father to be in the room when I deliver, he had to, you know, go test. So unfortunately, he couldn't be there because the test results had nearly so boy. So later that night, I was wheeled into the theater room once again, alone. This time around I was alone. The last time I was with my mom. This time around I was alone because he couldn't be there, because he didn't have his certificate to say that he's COVID free yet. And yeah, I was torn, because that's not how I imagined it would be. You know, we were married now, and you know, we're supposed to do things together. You know, thought he was gonna be there, but yeah, he wasn't. That was very sad for me. I was scared, you know, but you know, you just say a little prayer and hope that everything is gonna be okay. I did exactly that. We went to the theater room. The anesthetic came again. The anesthetic, the gynae, the pediatrician, the other doctors and the nurses that are coming to help in the room. She comes. It was a woman. She explains what is it that she has in her hand. Whew, that needle. She explains what it's for, and that I just need to sit straight, sit still. It will be over in a second. She does it again. I could feel it pierce through my skin, into my bone, into my spine, and then I lie down. Once she's done. My body is numb, and then this time around in that theater room, I was shaking, like I was cold. So I'm there, I'm shaking. They're like, so I told them, I'm like, I'm cold, can I get something? Like, I'm really cold. And then I think they gave me an extra blanket. They put an extra blanket on me. How? Before I know it, I was weak. I was very weak. I think because of, you know, the vomiting and the runny tummy. I didn't have anything to eat also that whole night. So yeah, I think I dozed off a little, and then I heard her crying. I was like, oh, she's already here. It went very quick. I don't know if it went very quick, or is it because this time around I was a bit too weak that, you know, I wasn't as present as I was with Siamo. They bring her tiny little, she was so small. Like that 10 days makes a difference, okay? Tiamo was big, like Tiamo was a person. Thato was so small. She was so small. She was so small. She was very small. There she is crying, and they bring her to me. It's like, oh, here's your baby girl. You know, I put her here. Also, hey, agasakali kesana untana. Thato crew. Okay? When I say she crew, yo, Thato cried, guys. Ha! Those 4 nights or 3 nights. Connect. Yo. She was the only baby crying like that. Thato would scream her lungs out. Again, the breast milk, but this time around it came actually, I think the next day. But the first night, you know, she would just suck, but nothing was coming out. Shame. But the next day, it happened very quickly for her. Love it for the girl. And then again, the next day when you wake up, the anesthesia is out. Is it anesthesia? The anesthetic. It's out, and you can feel all the pain everywhere. Your abdomen. I feel like I'm feeling it. You can feel the pain everywhere. My C-section, Thato's C-section was very painful. Thato's C-section was very painful. Thato's C-section was very painful. Like, I don't know how to it was painful because it was the second time, because obviously they cut you where they cut you before, right? Because now they can give you multiple scars, I think. And also maybe making an incision next to the other one just didn't make sense. But yeah, same incision. So I think maybe it was painful because it was, you know, another day, another C-section. I don't know, another day, another incision. I don't know. Maria, Thato's C-section was painful. When the physiotherapist came so that we can, you know, I can start walking, it was painful. Like, I was in so much pain. Same as Tiamo, you just doze in and out of sleep, doze off, wake up, doze off for the most of the 2 days that you'll be in hospital. They bring the baby for you to feed, you eat, and then they take the baby to sleep, like that. Thato on my first night slept in my room, which is something that didn't happen in community clinic. I don't know, but yeah, she was there the whole night. Allah, Allah, yeah, all the time. But yeah, she cried a lot. And then, so yeah, when the when the physiotherapist came, it was so painful to walk. Like, even when I had to go to the bathroom, guys, alone, the pain, it was painful. I was in so much pain, and also I was so big. Like, I was so big after Thato. Like, I was like, is this you? My sister. I was very big that time. I had even cut my hair and dyed it gray. I don't know, negative game when I decided to do that, but yeah, that's what I did. And then yeah, trained to walk. When I had to leave the hospital, I left in a wheelchair. Thato's father came, and I had to be put in a wheelchair because I couldn't properly walk yet, especially maybe holding her or some bags. I couldn't at all. So again, the people from Home Affairs came to register her birth on her birth certificate. His father was there this time around, so he was then also registered on the birth certificate. And then I think after day 4, we had to leave. I was wheeled out in a wheelchair, got into the car, and we made our way back home. She was such a small baby. She had this other pillow that my friend had bought for me at my baby shower. Nasa kunun naman, like nasa tsene kamo, like nili sono nyana yang kain. So she was literally always on my arms, even kukwa kaya kata, apela amu kukile, Thato, very much crying. baby. She was a very crying baby, guys. Thato nala. Fine. And then we come to my C-section healing. Here, Thato's C-section, I think, healed after 3 months. I think Thato's C-section healed after 3 months. Like, for a very long time. Like, for a very long time. I'm just glad, hooray, I was blessed to have maternity leave for 4 months, you know. But yeah, I was blessed to have maternity leave for 4 months, but it was very difficult. Like, healing, yeah, C-section at Thato took a lot from me, and I think emotionally as well, because I wasn't expecting that, because Tiamo's one was like 3 weeks, and then your girl is up. I could travel from here to Joburg during those tender days, but with this one I couldn't. It took so long to heal, and I don't know if maybe because maybe December, you know, December, January, December, January, February, like I couldn't understand what was happening. It was so painful. It was taking time to heal, and I think also I was being hard on myself because I wanted to feel better so that I can go back to fetching my body, because I was big, you know, I was big. So that was part of my frustration. Yeah, why get so forwardly, so that I can go back to my body, because what is this body that I'm residing in? This is not my address. This is not my address. I was the biggest I've ever been. So Thato's C-section did take long, and I didn't really do anything, you know. I had to surrender. If only there wasn't anything I could do. There was nothing that I could have done. Nagepila painkiller for those 2 months, and then yeah, there's nothing I can do. Just sleep, wake up, make food for the baby, prepare Tiamo when his father is not here to go to crèche, take him to crèche if his father is not here, and come back, get nearly Thato wa teng wala. Thato wa hola, mo kenya ka maka preme wala, mo pepa wala, o batla cookiwa in a certain way. So yeah, Thato's one is, and as much as I was older, it was a bit difficult emotionally for me, because I thought I would just bounce back, and I didn't. So I experienced the same feelings of just being sad and not knowing what to do, like I did when I had Tiamo, because it was my first time and I didn't know what to expect. So whatever expectations I had then, I then brought them this time around to say, okay, now there's this, that, and the other. But then this one, this delivery also came with its own challenges that I did not expect as well, you know. But I worked through that. I healed in about 3 months, and then I think I only started exercising when I was like maybe 9 months out. I think that's also when I stopped breastfeeding Thato. The plan was to breastfeed her for a year, but I couldn't do that, you know, for other reasons. And then I think once I stopped breastfeeding, then I could go back into exercising and getting my body back, because I did not snap back. And with that being said, I am gonna now post, I don't know if I'll be able to create a playlist, you know. I hope I will be able to create a playlist where I'm gonna call it What Happens If You Don't Snap Back, because I didn't snap back. I think, you know, my weight is a challenge, or my body is a challenge, because every time I lose the weight that I want to lose, and I look how I want to look, I then tread back to bad habits. So I want to stop that. I would really like to stop that. So I'm gonna name my YouTube playlist for gym, I'm gonna name it What Happens When You Don't Snap Back. So what happens when you don't snap back is that you work hard to snap back and get your body where you want it to be. So yes, that is my delivery story for Thato. I will link here the video to my baby showers and the day when she was born, so you guys can see how small of a person she was. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, comment and subscribe, share to other mummies, and let me know what you think about this video. Thank you. Bye.